John Cena, everybody. Tonight at Hell in the Cell, he returns after a 2-month layoff due to injury. He faces the World Heavyweight Champion Alberto Del Rio. Will John come back and defeat Alberto Del Rio and win the World Heavyweight title? Or could possibly Damian Sandow come in and cash in on either one of these WWE superstars? Watch tonight and find out. Hell in a Cell tonight, guys. It should be a pretty good pay-per-view, as it's sold me on paper, at least anyway. The pre-show match with Curtis Axel, the Intercontinental Champion, and Biggie Langston has been scrapped, supposedly due to injury to Axel. I'm sort of wondering, really, if this is going to be part of a storyline later on to involve himself with CM Punk. So look for that. I mean, it could be. It's very interesting. As of now, I haven't seen anything to replace this match on the pre-show, but again, this is the WWE. There's a lot of surprises to come tonight. So anyway, it's a Sunday afternoon, and we're like an hour and a half away from the pre-show for the pay-per-view. My Giants won today. They've won their second game in a row against the Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah, last night I worked. I didn't get home until very, very late. It was like after 1 in the morning. And I did keep track of the game. Obviously I wasn't able to watch it because I was at work, but I didn't know what the details were on the Red Sox loss until today. Very controversial situation, and it's unfortunate that it happens in a very important game such as the World Series. It sort of reminded me of back in, I don't know, I've been around a long time. Back in 1975, when the Red Sox played the Cincinnati Reds, there was a play at the plate. Carlton Fisk was the Red Sox catcher, and the batter for the Reds was Armbrister, and it was an interference call, which sort of, changed the outlook of the game. And of course, last night's controversial call definitely changed the results of the game. So the Red Sox now are down 2-1, but I believe things happen for a reason, and I think the Red Sox will come back tonight with Clay Buchholz on the mound, and we'll just have to wait and see. So I'll have the game right close to me while I'm watching Hell in the Cell, so I can keep track of everything all at once. So that looks to be pretty good. A lot of other things going on. There's a lot of YouTube issues going on, and a lot of stagnancy in YouTube. And I want to put this out there as well too. I was watching some videos today, and mainly the last one Gemini put up about really he feels that the channel's not moving along as quickly as it should, and I get it in some way. I know where he's coming from, and it's just, yeah, I think it's just the involvement of a lot of newer YouTubers in the YWC, and there's a lot of younger YouTubers now than there was back in the past when we had more like adult YouTubers. And yeah, it gets frustrating, I guess, to a certain extent. He does his wrestling reviews, his DVD reviews, I should say, and he makes off-topic videos. And he's trying to find the niche where he knows what's going to work and what's not going to work. And it's unfortunate too, because when you have a lot of knowledge in the world of professional wrestling, you try to put it out there, you try to school the younger YouTubers, and you don't get the views, and you're trying to, you say to yourself, well, I know I did a pretty good video, but where are the views? And most of the views are from the older guys that have been around, that know exactly what he's talking about. And I would say this to a lot of the younger YouTubers, you know, you want to make yourself or make your channel look good, you need to understand uh, the mentality of it all. Um, don't just subscribe to a bigger channel to get yourself put on the map and then just sort of disassociate yourself from that channel, because somewhere down the road it's going to come back, it's going to haunt you. Um, because it's a fact. The guys on here that know about professional wrestling, it's that's really all that what matters. It's about the product of professional wrestling. And and I've seen this happen time and time again. Somebody just gets on YouTube, they look for the bigger channels, they try to sub them, and hopefully that the bigger channel will sub them back. And, you know, when they do so, you sort of disassociate yourself from that bigger channel because you really don't have nothing in common with that channel. And I get it, I understand it, but remember the people that are helping you get your channel going. So don't forget about like guys like the Geminis and the Boston fans. There's just a lot of guys out there that you want to watch a good wrestling video, you'll find them. And and if you sub to them and they sub to you back, don't disassociate yourself after it's all said and done just to get your channel on the map, because I'm going to tell you something. It will come back and you're going to say to yourself, well, what's going on here? All of a sudden the channels become stagnant and whatnot. But anyway, I have been around for a long time. The history's there. I'm not going to get into the history, but yeah. So the subscribers are nice, but the importance of it all is you do it for yourself. Um, and if other people enjoy it, that's a huge, huge plus. There's a lot of Iceman fans out there. There's a lot of fans of a lot of other channels out there. Look at Wrestling Jesus. He's got an enormous following. It's there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And you may agree with some of the stuff he does, and you may disagree with some of the stuff he does. I would have to say that Andre Corbeil, uh, when it comes to like TNA wrestling and whatnot, for me, he's got enormous, enormous amounts of information that he can relate to all you younger YouTubers, and you need to utilize it. If you really are a wrestling fan and you really want to learn about wrestling, it is like the Andre Corbeils, it is like the Gemini 888s. Myself, uh, watch the British Fists. They're pretty darn good, and I do want to give a shout out to the IWC champion. Um, he's trying to get his channel moving along, and I'll put a link in the description box. He's a faithful subscriber to all those channels that he subscribes to. He's a faithful watcher. So, and he's trying to get his channel going. So give him a chance, and I'm sure you won't be disappointed as far as that goes. But anyway, yeah. So if you are a wrestling fan and you are a true wrestling fan, learn from the people with experience. Um, don't just use them as a stepping stone to get to where you want, because in the long run, you're going to find out that it's going to backfire. Um, you know, you, you get people that'll subscribe to you, and then all of a sudden you find out that they're no longer subscribed, or they block you for no apparent reason, and it's just crazy. It's just one of those things, I suppose. But if you want to learn about TNA wrestling, all kidding aside, watch Andre Corbeil's videos. And as far as the WWE goes, you want to learn about the past of the WWE or even the NWA and WCW, myself, Gemini888, Matt, WWE 9v1. Um, there's just tons of channels out there, and utilize them, and you won't be disappointed. So with that all being said, again, the IWC champion, the link's in the description box. Check his channel out. Um, like I said, he's a very loyal subscriber, and he's not one of those guys that you know that just comes, gets what he wants and leaves. He's a loyal subscriber. So again, give him a chance. And we're about a good hour and 15 minutes away from Hell in the Cell preview show. So I'm going to get off this video. I'm going to shut my mouth. Um, and hopefully the Red Sox win Game 4 tonight. And I want to say one last thing before I end this video. Boston Fans 79v1, I'm glad you stuck with that channel. I love the channel name. Um, the channel name itself expresses everything about you. Being a fan of New England sports, and don't ever change that, because I really can't see you with any other username than Boston Fans 79v1. With that being said, peace out, everybody. We'll see you on the other channel tonight after the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. Everybody, enjoy the show. Enjoy your Sunday night.